nhớ rằng一种决定一张，我那个时候叫做不谈政府long 不谈 Victor 英雄，还有啲老板咩啊 ？Like thank you for everything that you do, like from the gathering of the community for this event and organizing the whole thing. Like I don't know what words to say to express my gratitude. Because without the three of you, without organizing this entire event, like we wouldn't be here. So how cho nãy chế đúng sai thô, con cho mấy tôi講啊，tôi講邊món luôn. Mấy chú chính của Merced lo, mấy chính tôi sao ha? Like I will remember your support, everything that you have done tonight, and not just tonight, but ever for my campaign here. Like, if you ever need anything, please reach out. Like, I can't do what I do without everyone here. And so, Hamichi, the group, we use the take the top here. So, this time we got it's a job to job. Halumo hatchme here. That's she drink Michi. You know, you had the chimney lot or bank cannon. So, growing up, I never expected to be a politician. I never intended to be a politician. My dad, he's a politician. And what I've seen is that he's never home. He's never home. He's always on the phone, and he's rarely ever home. And I didn't understand why, right? Until like recently, where I realized that when you're fighting for the community, when you're fighting to better the community, like there's never a day off. There's never a day off. You work every day, and sometimes like, like so you're always on the clock when you're working to help your community. And so, although I didn't originally intend to run for this office, all right, like I and my community in Merced, we were looking for somebody else to run. We're looking for somebody to support who will fight for our community, who will fight for our people. And nobody stepped up to do that. We spent the year looking for somebody, and nobody is willing to do it. And so when a current city council member came up to me and she said, "Food, how come you're not running?" Right? And that's what sparked me at the first time. Like, that's what made me really think about, okay, maybe I could do this. And now that I am running, to me, that was a sign of leadership to take on the roles and responsibility that nobody else was willing to do, to uplift our community, to fight for our community, to fight for our people. And so this work is not easy. It's not easy. And I don't expect it to get any easier than this, right? Like this is not even the first step. And you know how hard it is to fight for change. You know how hard it is to better our community. And so, only BJ we're the younger generation, right? And all this hard work, we're willing to take it on. We're willing to do it. They need it to help guide us. We need your support. They need it to and that's the only way we can do this. As young people, we need your wisdom, your guidance. And so when you got I mean, by college, how they thought to Xiong. This she thought Xiongเลยจากข้างลุงนะลุงเป็นจมูกลุงยูเป็นจมูกเพียงลุงปังจ่อเป็นจมูก And so I went to school. I have a good job. I'm an engineer. And I could easily remain an engineer and continue building my career and making the money I do. But that's not what I'm taught. Right? That's not what we teach our young people. So I came back. So I came back to Merced, and I see people still in poverty. I see people losing their homes and living on the streets. I see young people struggling to find good paying jobs. And I see Hmong people still living at Allen Court, right? Rochbawa, Allen Court is the slums of Merced, right?
I used to live there, yes.
Yeah. Y'all, I live there too, right, Mami? And so we grew up there, right? And back then it was full of Hmong refugee families, just like ours, right? Just like ours. Families that are poor, who cannot speak English. And yet today, there's still people there living in the same exact conditions that we were in, like same exact shoes that we wore. And so we cannot forget who we are, where we came from, and the struggles we went through, and the support that got us to where we are now, today. We must remember, right? We must remember that when we are done with school, when we have our good paying jobs, we come back to our communities. We come back home. And we help those that were left behind. Because there's still people there. There's still people that were left behind. And so, that's why, right? That's why I fight to ensure that everyone is safe, right? From violence, from diseases, from the impacts of climate change. That's why I fight to bring good paying jobs to Merced, right? To have a better future for our youth. Our young people deserve that. And that's why I fight to build more affordable housing, better than the ones we grew up in. Because nobody chooses to live there. You do it because you have to. And then that's why I fight to build a better Merced. Thank you.